that we can find to bring to this tournament. And unfortunately, half of them have to go home after just 2 games, no matter how good they are, what their credentials are. Makes it such a fascinating tournament.
Liew working a strike and looking to try and exert some sort of pressure on Paul Moore. Oh, well, that'll do. It's all he can do. But at least it's something from Alex.
Yes, in a normal tournament, Alex would say, well, look out, because I'm coming back in the next game. Unfortunately, at the World Tenpin Masters, there is no other games to come back to. This is it, 2 games, and we're down to the last 3 frames.
Yeah, call it what you want, short and sweet, fast and furious. It is all over in the blink of an eye, and you've got to nail it from frame 1. I think if Alex had maybe found that run of strikes as early as frame 3 or 4, then he would have been thinking his chances were still there. But Paul Moore missed out on his 6-bagger. Gets straight back in the pocket, though. And again, every time he's going to learn a lot from this cast. Every time he's taken the pace off and he's let the ball do the work, he's got the result.
Yeah, well spotted, Simon. That's perfectly correct. And he is looking good now. He'll be very relaxed. He knows he's got this lane beaten for this match. And that will give him a great deal of confidence going into his quarter-final, whoever he'll be playing. Alex, unfortunately, well, you can see the difference there on the scores on the screen. 70 pins adrift now. It's gone wide again. Ooh, got the reaction, came back and hit the headpin, but can't quite push that 10-pin away. He was just looking for a slight variation there, see what reaction he would get. Unfortunately, I think it's all just a little bit too late. It is a classic style he's got. Just didn't quite make the pocket.
Yeah, he's a great bowler to watch, Alex Liew. And we have had some of the greats competing at the World Tenpin Masters over the years. Started way back in '98. Torre Torgerson, 3-time winner in the end of this competition, took the first ever title. And then Pang Nepomuceno of the Philippines took the title the next year. And when you're talking about 10-pin legends, that man is. Paul Moore looking to join the ranks of the winners. Had 3 attempts so far and has missed out. Well, that's his first iffy ball this game.
Yeah, maybe just slightly overcooked it. He's relaxed. The pressure's off of him now. Left himself the 3 and the 9-pin sleeper. 1 pin right in front of the other. It's a tricky little spare, but there's no reason why he shouldn't make this and just stay clean in this game. Just going through the motions now. Frame number 8. Nice smooth start and nice smooth spare.
Yeah, that's good work from Rog. 3-time European #1. Very proud of that fact as well. He realises what incredible competition he's up against to claim that top spot. It's not a maximum that he would have looked for, but it's going to be good enough. Alex Liew looking to entertain this Barnsley crowd from here on in. It's strikes they want, and it's strikes they've got.
A change of ball and change of reaction, carries all 10. An act of frustration, really, just searching for something. Get another ball out of the bag, and it can't do any worse than the last one. And he's ripped the rack and carried 10 in foundation frame.
Well, this is where Paul Moore turned the afterburners on in game 1. Foundation frame onwards, he was all the way through with strikes, and that's what took the match away from Alex Liew. Strike again. And I think Paul Moore's going to come away from this match, Cass, with a lot of very valuable information.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's had a testing time this year in tournaments around the world, and he's back on home turf, and well, he's brought his A game with him. It's given him the results that he's looking for, and he thinks, well, if I can go on and build from here, who's going to stop me? And that's not a flippant statement, is it?
No, not at all. He's proved himself time and time again on this lane, as has Alex Liew, as a matter of fact, and he's turning on a decent display to finish things off. He will once again get a warm ovation from this Barnsley crowd to show their appreciation for Alex Liew's efforts.
Yeah, 198 on the first game was below par, but he's going to go through the 200 barrier on this game.
Oh, unlucky.
Well, that's sort of the tail of the tape, really, isn't it? That's the end of the game, and he just really hasn't had the carry that he's wanted. One or two errant shots, just hasn't had the carry on those corner pins.
Just the spare to be made then for Alex Liew to finish his 2008 World 10-pin Masters campaign. And for once, Alex Liew is not going to progress further in this competition. He's going to go out in the first round. 401, his final score. And for a man of his calibre and his consistency of scoring, that's well below par. Paul Moore then to finish the job off. And to get the applause from the home fans, well, it's not going to happen this time. They're a friendly crowd, Cass, but they're a tough crowd, and if you don't hit the strike, you don't get the applause, do you?
I think they saw that was a change of ball, change of line.